Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel, and thank you for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to do a light beat and everyday glam. It can fit with any occasion. It's very simple and easy to follow, and it will always turn out good. Now let's get into the video. So we're starting off with dry, clean skin. And the first step we're going to go into is our skin prep. I am going to go in with some revitalizing serum from Estée Lauder. Just some Pond's and some snail mucin just to get the skin nice and prepped. So we're just gonna rub that all in. You can use whatever products you use to prep your face. It does not have to be any specific product. And we see how already the skin is alive. She's glowing. My next step is my tried and true. My girls who like to sweat, get the one size, secure the sweat. I'm telling you, she's tea. Like, used her when I had to walk a runway outside on top of a rooftop. And I sweating issue, have a sweating problem over here. And makeup didn't even move. Dabbed it and everything did not move. And you just need just a tiny little dollop. So you just need a tiny little dollop, and then you just take it between your fingers and you rub it for like 10 seconds just to warm it up and activate it. And then I put it in the areas where I sweat the most on my face. So I put it on my upper lip, on my nose, on my forehead. And once again, you're putting that where you need it, where you sweat the most on your face. Be careful of your under eye. I have put a lot under my under eye and it doesn't work out. It'll make it patchy. It's not gonna look cute. You're gonna be mad. Don't do it. Don't do it. And lastly, for the skin prep, I go in with Miss Elf. And now your skin should be nice and ready, if you see. Okay, our first step to start our makeup is going to be our foundation. I'm using the Estée Lauder Double Wear Foundation in 7-in-1 Deep Amber. It's open, so I just go and take a little on the back of my hand. Just a small amount like that, because you don't need a lot, trust me. And then I go in with a dense but fluffy brush to apply my foundation. I make sure that I fluff it out, and then I just go ahead and tap some. Do you see that shade match? I always match mine to my neck and just put a little swab on my cheek, because I feel like if you don't put any on your face, how are you really gonna know what your shade is? Don't always listen to the people. And you see, we just don't need a lot. We just needed a little, which was more than enough to do a perfect light coverage. If you need more coverage, add more. Each step is not specifically down to the amount. So if you need more, add more. Makeup is not a one size fits all. Now we're going to go into our contour / bronzing and our blush placements. And if you do not have this palette, get it. What are you doing? It comes in shades for my pale girls, my medium, my chocolate girls, and then my darker skin girls. Trust. Mitchell knows what he's doing. Like, look at these shades. I'm gonna open it. It looks a little crazy right now. I'm gonna go in with these 3 colors right here. I just like to blend them. It's a perfect mix of contour / bronzer. Okay, now we're gonna take that on a dense angled brush. I think an angled brush is perfect for this step because you need to know your face shape. So I have an oval face. So when I'm doing my makeup, I apply all my products up this way. It really depends on what shape your face is. I would look up the makeup placement chart. There is one that they have for different shape of faces, and I would follow that on how you place each specific item, because it'll make your face look different. Like, per se, I like my face to look more snatched. So all my products I apply going this way. So it's gonna make my face go like, it's gonna snatch. I would just make that face so it can help you find which area to put it in your cheekbone. Take it down here. And then I just take it across my forehead. Like, look how creamy. And then I just go in and blend that out a little. Typically, I do my brows and my eyes first. I'm all out of step. So let's backtrack. I don't really do much. I just brush them in place. See? Perfect. And then I mix my 2 e.l.f. concealers to carve out my brows. I go in with a flat brush and I just mix those 2 together. Okay, so you saw all the places that I just applied my concealer. And then I go in with my pressed powder. Press that right in. It depends also on what kind of look I am going for. So if I wanted more of a brighter eye, I would go in with my brighter powder. But since today is just a simple everyday natural makeup look, we're going with a more skin-like powder. Then we're gonna take our palette and we're gonna dip into these 3 shades right here. And see, just a simple neutral eye look, quick and easy. While we're doing eyes, let's go ahead and do our black and our waterline. Okay, back to what we were doing. So we did our contour. Now let's go in and do our nose contour. We're going to do the same 3 bronzer/contour shades and just go in with the carve of our nose. Now for my favorite part, it's blush time. First, we're gonna go in with e.l.f. Bronze Bombshell. Go in with Very Well. I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques 200 brush and fluff that. Then I'm going to dip into this pink just a little bit and start to blend that blush out. Blend, blend, blend. You may look a little crazy right now. I don't think we do, but some people are like, ooh, blush. If you don't want this much blush, you can do less blush. There will be less blush once we apply the concealers. So let's move on to that stuff. I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer in Deep 17.5. I'm just going to take that here, 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 here. Next, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. in Deep Caramel. I'm only going to add a dab of my lighter concealer. What? I'm only going to put a dab of my lighter concealer. This is Deep Caramel. The other one was Rich Chocolate. Now, just take a second and breathe. Meditate if you want. Let your concealer sit for a second. Let it sit. Trust me. And let's prep our powders. And yes, I said powders. You always, let's not say always, because I'm mostly only going to use this one today. But typically, if I'm doing a brighter under eye, I use both of these and more of this one. My powder puff was hiding from me. Okay, make sure you get you a triangle puff if you don't have one. What are you doing? First, let's talk about the drugstore holy grail of powders. The Fit Me pressed powder and the Wet n Wild banana loose powder. Come on, they're up there with the best powders. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques brush in number 402. I love a fluffy brush. Ever since I switched to a brush to apply my foundation and my concealer, it has just been a game changer. I used to be a beauty blender warrior, okay? I did not want to let her go, but I released them. Get a brush. First, we're going to start and blend out our chin. Let's get into the important part, the under eye. Now, we are going to use gentle hands. So when we are blending, we are patting lightly. When I say lightly, I mean barely touching. Let me show you. Let's get close. Look at that skin. Now, we are patting drag that, okay? Drag it. Create that shape. Look at that. Do you see how creamy that looks? Yeah. Okay, I'm extra, so I'm going to add a little bit more in the inner corners. Just a dab. Now is the important part. While that's drying a little, let's prep our powder really quick. We're going to go in with our Fit Me pressed powder. And we're going to go in with our loose powder. Today, we're going to do the reverse of what I usually do. I usually go in with the pressed powder first, but I'm going to mix the powders. So I'm just dabbing the excess on the back of my hand. And then I am going to go into the pressed powder. And then pick up a little bit more. We're gonna do one eye at a time. Down. Let's mix that together and blend. Now that that's all blended, we're gonna take our powder puff and just then press into your pressed powder alone and just I got a little ahead of myself. And now we're gonna go in with the pressed powders. Press that all around the rest of your face. Okay, we are powdered in with our blush brush and just erase that harsh line. You want a seamless blend. You want a seamless blend from the contour to the blush to the under eye. I'm gonna go back over the contour bronzer again. And as you just saw, I just went through and blended any harsh lines with the beauty blender, and you see how seamless that just, yeah. To master your makeup, you have to do your makeup. You have to play around. You have to practice. So if you don't practice, how can you master a skill? Exactly. Let's go into the dry products. We're going to go in with our Miss Fenty Mocha Mommy. Let's go on the forehead. I put it on this side of the brush to get my contour, and you see how I'm using an angled brush for this as well. Everything that pertains to my cheekbones, I'm going to use an angled brush, because how else are you going to get it precisely? How else are you going to get it precisely? And you have to make sure everything is precise with makeup. Because if your application isn't good, then your face is going to look wrong. It's going to look weird. Trust. I've had to learn the hard way, and nobody's redoing a whole face. Who's doing that? So we're going to go in with Fenty Trophy Wife highlighter. I do love her. I've had her for years, and as you can see, she is full. She's gonna last a lifetime, because all I do is dust off the top, and look at that. Like, you do not need a lot. Like, exactly. Like, look at that. It's just so bright. You can see me from all the way back here. You don't have to use that highlighter. You don't have to use any of these products, because not everything is in the drugstore range. Majority of the products that I use are drugstore products, and some of the things like the bronzer powder, like the Mocha Mami, I use sometimes. You don't have to use the highlighter. Like I said, since that's Fenty, I got that as a gift. I've had it for years. It lasts a long time, but you can use whatever products that you have. I can do a full drugstore makeup tutorial, which I think I'm going to do anyways, just so that you can see, like, the face is gonna come out the same. It's all about the technique. It's all about the technique. Now let's do our eyeliner and our mascara. Okay, the eyeliner is done. Bottom lash mascara is on. Let's put our lashes on. I just lined my lips with one of the shades from my palette. I just love this color. I don't know what color it is. I don't know even what to get it in a lip liner. I don't know. I use it so small, so spray, because I do not want it to run out. There's a lot in there, so hopefully it will last me forever. And I just went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Crush over the liner around the edges to recolor that back in. Next, I'm going in with the Fenty Hot Chocolate, and I'm only taking that around the perimeter line. And then I'm taking e.l.f. Rose Envy, and I'm only putting that in the center. That is just perfect. And then I just go and that is the finished look. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's go in and set our face with our setting spray. I'm going in with the L'Oreal Infallible. Let's get close up. Just look at the face. Everything is blended, everything is seamless, everything is beautiful, everything is not doing a lot. This is the perfect everyday makeup routine. As you can see, it's not anything that's like in your face. It's funny because I typically don't do my makeup this simple. So she's cute. I love a little simple look. I hope you guys try it. Let me know if you try it. Let me know if you enjoy. And just have fun with it. Play around with your makeup. Try different things. Let me know what you would like me to do next. And bye, y'all.